Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from WSTR called Red, Green and In Between. This is a new pop punk band from England and this is their debut record. Pop punk has had a rough couple of years, so I was excited but nervous to hear this band's record. What I will say about this record is that for a debut, it is pretty good. It's pretty generic, it's pretty exactly what you'd expect, but it's fine and you can hear some promise in their music. So let's get into it. Featherweight is first up on this record, and when it first came on, I thought I'd accidentally put on a Story So Far record, and so instantly I was dreading the rest of this record. Luckily they change it up after the first verse and don't sound as much of a Story So Far ripoff. The drumming is the real highlight on this track, especially in the verses. He does some amazing drum work. And the chorus is quite catchy and really fun, but the verses are just so typical. Footprints is next up, and it picks up exactly where Featherweight's left off. It's basically exactly what you'd expect. The songwriting quality though is actually quite good. The melody is really strong and the chorus is massive. It sounds really big. The chorus on this track is a real highlight of the entire record, and I can see it being absolutely massive live. It's a real fun song and I can see a lot of people enjoying it. Up next is Gobshite, and there's not much I can say about this song. It's 39 seconds long. The only thing I really can say about this song is that the beginning and the ending are gonna make you roll your eyes and maybe even cringe. The vocalist in this band is absolutely nothing special. He sounds like every other vocalist in this genre and he does absolutely nothing to differentiate himself. His melodies though are quite good, which is a plus. He can really write a good hook. But lyrically, it's exactly what you'd expect from a pop punk record. I expect nothing less. I've just gotten used to it now. But you can really basically guess what he's going to say next before he does. Lonely Spirals is next up, and it's a real highlight on this record. A really great song. It's a real anthem of a track. This song is perfect summer at Warped Tour music and is perfect for the live environment. The chorus is absolutely massive, and this song is probably the best vocally on the record. Nail the Casket, Thanks for Nothing is next up on this record, and it opens up with a really cool riff. That riff is a different sound from everything else we've heard on the record so far, so it was a welcome change. However, the song is a prime example of generic songwriting, especially in the melody. This is a song that really does nothing to grab your attention and seems quite happy just being background noise. Eastbound and Down is next up on this record, and it adds something new to the band's sound, adds something new to the record, and adds some levity. This isn't a bad song. Actually, it's a lot better than a lot of modern pop punk is, but again, it doesn't really do a lot to stand out. Although it is cool that this song has a softer feel to it, it's a good addition to the record. The chorus is quite big as well, and it is one of the better songs on the record, but again, it doesn't really do a lot to make itself stand out. I can understand why a lot of bands want to copy the Story So Far sound, and that's because Story So Far are maybe the biggest and maybe even the best modern pop punk band there is. My money is on Moose Blood, but there is an argument to be had that it's the Story So Far. But those bands are so good and so big because they added something new to the genre. And that's the biggest problem with this record. It's just happy being another standard pop punk record. King's Cup is up next, and honestly, it could have been any other song from the first half of this record. There's really no effort put in to give each song its own identity, and that's a real shame. The chorus is once again quite good. It'll be really good in a live setting, and you know, it's fine, but it's just another song. As a standalone song, it'd be fine, but in the context of a record where it's meant to flow together, not blend together, let new things jump out at you, it fails completely. The Last Ride opens up with that softer feel again, and I was excited to hear that side of them again, but then they just basically go back to the same formula. The clean guitar is reintroduced just here and there throughout the song, and it's really not enough to, you know, make the song stand out. Really doesn't add that much. It's like all these songs are played at the same pace, the same BPM. There's no change in intensity or pace at all. Having said that, up next is Hightail, which opens up with a lot more intensity and speed, exactly what this record needed, and the verses are really strong. As I said, this is the change in pace that the record needed, and I'm really glad it came. This is one of the strongest songs on the record, and I really enjoy it. This record is really well produced. Everything sounds like a real band, and it sounds natural. There's a real problem with overproducing lately on a lot of records, and luckily this band stayed clear of that, so that's a real plus. The record is also quite short, which is actually perfect for this style of music. Get in and get out. Penultimate is next up on this record, and it's another good song on this record. While it may be generic, the melody is enough to keep it interesting. And it ends with the acoustic guitar fading in, and as soon as I heard that coming in, I was like, oh, of course, they're building up to the pop-punk ballad for the last track. Then Punchline comes in with an acoustic guitar, and I got so angry when that acoustic guitar came in, because how can a band just be that predictable? But then they do something unpredictable and they launch into a full band song. So basically they were like, big fuck you to me. Good on them for being so self-conscious on that pop-punk cliche. This song is another one of the better ones on this record, and the chorus is absolutely massive. It's a really nice way to close out this record. Overall, this record is fine. There's nothing special, it's very generic, but I can hear promise in this band's songwriting. Now, this is a band that are being heavily pushed by the rock media, so expect them to be shoved down your throat and expect everything they do, live and this record, to get nothing but 4 or 5 out of 5s. Now that this band have been through a full writing and recording process, hopefully next time out they'll add some more originality and a bit more of their own personality into this record, into their next record, but for now it's just pretty fine. There's nothing really to make this record stand out. My top 3 tracks are going to be Footprints, Lonely Smile, and Punchline, and I'm going to give this record a 3 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.